Okay, what's up, everybody? I think we are live. Let me check my phone real quick for this special State of the Union for Attraction Marketing live that we're doing here at Elite Marketing Pro. Say hello, TJ.
Hey, how's it going, everybody?
All right, let me check real quick, make sure we're live and
All
everything's working
right.
before I make you talk.
Okay.
Okay, cool. I think we are live. Welcome, everybody. As you're hopping on, let us know where you are coming in from, city, state, country. If you're joining us internationally, I know people are just rolling in. Hey, Timothy, how's it going? Drop us a number one. Let us know you are alive and watching if you see this right now in the comment section. Now, this is a very special Facebook Live that we're doing here at Elite Marketing Pro in lieu of our normal daily dose of awesome. And but it's I'm not even louing anything awesome here because I got the attraction marketing pioneer, the father of attraction marketing, Tim Irway, one of my original mentors, who kind of paved the path, if you will, for what eventually would become my career in network marketing and attraction marketing, and now as chief marketing officer of Elite Marketing Pro. So I'm really excited to have him on. And today, what we're going to be doing is can I give a state of the union in terms of where attraction marketing is right now. Attraction marketing has existed for almost 20 years now, and only now has it caught fire with regards to the rest of the network marketing industry. But there's been a lot of changes even in the past year, and so what TJ and Tim, I call him TJ. That's his only his friends call him TJ. Uh, but TJ will actually be sharing with you a blueprint for how you can take your your network marketing business online and become a digital network marketer for 2019, and what that's going to take. And it's a four-step process. And without further ado, I want to hand it over to TJ, but I just want to get you guys excited. We're now people are rolling in. So right now, if you are watching me right now and you're ready for TJ to share what it's going to take to be an attraction marketing expert and build your network marketing business in 2019, give us a full 10, a drop a number 10 in the comment section here, and I will hand it over to TJ. Now, this is going to be an extended daily dose of awesome or Facebook Live. It's not going to be your normal 15 minutes. In fact, we're going to give you a big chunk of value here, and then at the end, TJ will, at about the 30-40 minute mark, TJ and I will actually have a conversation on how you can actually get our help implementing some of the stuff we're talking about here. So with that said, TJ, thanks for being on, man. I know you're not normally one for Facebook Lives, but I really appreciate you sharing what you're going to share here today.
I'm excited to be here, brother, and I'm really excited to share with you guys what I've been in my lab here working on for quite a while. And this is the result of really identifying what is working today. It's about taking principles and strategies that have worked for a long time, but really changing the game and making them fit to today's world. And what's really interesting, and what a lot of people who understand my philosophy know already, is I'm a big believer in learning strategic processes, things that can be identified, duplicated, and repeated over and over again to get results. And so what happens is technology changes, marketing platforms change, social media, all these types of things are fluid and constantly changing. So it's important to adapt the principles, the strategies to the modern environment. And that's what this is all about. And I have a prediction for you guys. I believe that 2019 and beyond, for the next 2 to 3 years, we're going to see a massive shift, a massive acceptance in the network marketing industry of attraction marketing. Mm-hmm. And it's already started to happen. We're already having some mainstream leaders and even companies start to use these intentionally. A lot of them were doing it unintentionally and not teaching what they were doing. But now there's a shift and a change to do it intentionally. And the great thing about that for all of us in this industry is it adds credibility to an industry that lacks credibility. Would you guys agree with that? So if you've been in network marketing for any period of time, how many times have you heard, oh, it's one of those pyramid deals? Oh, there's so much growth in network marketing. However, with that growth comes a lot of people who don't have real skills that are out there trying to sell and peddle their business opportunity. And that's the problem with network marketing. So it creates a lack of credibility. So what I'm going to do is I put together something really fancy for you. It is an Evernote document. And as you can tell, I spent a lot of time making this beautiful and fancy. Can you guys see my screen? Drop a number deuce if you could see my screen, and let us know if you can see us okay.
We can see your screen, man. This incredible, beautiful, highly ornated presentation is on your screen, man.
I knew you'd be impressed, Ferdy.
Yeah, your design skills are getting better and better.
I know. So I'm calling today's presentation the 4-step modern day attraction marketing plan for success in 2019 and beyond. And really, what we're going to be focused on is, what is it? And maybe you've seen people like some of our students like Kate McShay, Brandy Shaver, Carrie and Whit Hyam, and some other students of ours crushing it using attraction marketing. What is it that these 3%ers are doing that almost nobody else is? What do they know that you don't? And a lot of times we get distracted by, we get caught in the minutia and we go, well, it's this, it's creating the ad, or it's the sales funnel. But the truth is that there's a very strategic methodology that these people have used that only recently have we really clearly identified this, and we're really honing in on it and focusing on it, and it's creating massive results for people. And I call it, again, the 4-step modern day attraction marketing plan for success in 2019 and beyond. And my goal for us in our short time together, I don't know how long this is going to go on. I have some great stuff to share with you that's really going to help you. My goal is to make this as clear, as succinct, and as simple as possible. And I want you to walk away from this time, whether you're watching this live, whether you're watching the replay, where you'll have the clarity that you need, and you'll know exactly how to build a wildly successful business in the network marketing industry or in any type of business in 2019 and beyond. If that sounds awesome to you, if you're excited as I am, drop a quattro, a 4. Are we on 4 right now, Fern? You're going to have to keep track of where we're on.
You can repeat numbers. It's okay. There's no law.
Okay, sweet. So okay, so we're on 4. So that's awesome. So this is what I'm talking about here. And this is what we call the expert branded attraction marketing blueprint. We're going to walk through these 4 components. And by the way, it's essential that if you want to use attraction marketing and you want to use it effectively, all 4 of these components have to be in place. You cannot skip out on any one of these. So one of the things that I believed, and I always, when I first got started in this industry, I believed that any worthwhile pursuit must be challenging and it must be difficult. My goal is to make this simple. I'll give you kind of an example. And Fernie, you know this story, but years ago when I first got started, I think it was about 2001, 2002 in network marketing online, I believed that I had to learn really complicated skills. I learned SEO, search engine optimization. And I had this belief that if I was going to have success with online marketing, I have to learn SEO. So I spent an entire year learning things like how to write articles with keyword density and how to use anchor text properly and how to do link exchanges and how to submit to directories and buy keywords and links to your website. And I hired people from India, of all places, to write these articles that nobody wanted to read because they were so terribly written. And then I learned about SEO siloing, and then I learned about internal linking, and then I found a hack of I could actually have a software that creates a directory instantly that scrapes the internet for content, and then all this crazy, complicated stuff that was challenging and difficult to learn. I spent almost 2 years doing this stuff. And what I learned and what I realized is that it doesn't have to be hard. It can actually be easy. And so what I learned is that success is more often about finding the simplest path to achieving the desired result. And that's what this is all about. That's what this is breaking down what could be complex and what most people find challenging and difficult and complicated into the basic, simple strategy and process that you can use starting now to start getting results in your business. So what I found after all this time spending on learning stuff like that is, holy crap, I learned I could place a simple ad on an online platform, target the right audience, put the right message in front of their eyeballs, and instantly get leads and sales. Now, if that sounds easier than going and learning how to do SEO, drop a 5. We're on cinco. I can use Spanish because Ferny's on here. So that's 5, right?
Yeah, 5 is cinco. Yes.
All right, perfect. So drop me a 5 if it makes sense that, okay, if my desired result, if what I want to accomplish is I want to generate leads and close people into my business, does it make sense for me to go learn the complicated SEO stuff? Or does it make more sense to learn how to write a couple of sentences with a call to action to get people the right eyeballs to my message? Obviously, number 2, right? And so I use this kind of philosophy of success is about finding the simplest path to achieving your desired result and busting that myth of any worthwhile pursuit is challenging and difficult. That's just not true. And so I use it again with email marketing. I use it again with Facebook marketing, over and over again. And it's all about what's simple and what works. So I want to talk in the context of what we're looking at here, this expert branded attraction marketing blueprint. And so you'll see there's 4 sections. I want to start with this one right here. It's the expert branded audience attraction. So first of all, as we look at this, as we're seeing this right here, it doesn't look that challenging. I'm going to break this down for you here in just a second. But first, I want to share something with you. How many of you, when you got started in this business, you were told that it's a numbers game? Network marketing is a numbers game. You just have to talk to enough people. You have to approach enough people, get enough no's to find the yeses. All you have to do is just get really good at approaching people and getting their contact info and following up and showing the plan and all that kind of stuff. How many of you were told that that's what you had to do and you were like, wow, this is amazing. I can totally do this. Drop a 6. We are on 6 now, I believe.
Yeah, I think people are going to drop 6 6s or 3 6s for this one.
No, not 3 in a row. You can do 2 or you can do 4 and beyond.
Well,
that's it.
Well, because you just shared some of the lies and deceptions in network marketing. It's just a numbers game.
And I'm kind of throwing rocks, right? I'm kind of throwing rocks. And you know what? There are people who can do this, but I wasn't one of them. And so it was crazy. So I'll share this with you. When I got started in this industry, I thought, okay, so what I need to do to be successful is I need to learn how to close people into my business. I need to learn how to call leads and close them, right? So that's what I did. I went out and I bought leads. And here's the interesting thing. I thought, okay, if I need to be successful, if I'm going to be successful, I have to talk to enough people. What's the obvious solution? Everyone was preaching at the time, buy cold leads. So I bought leads. I listened to hours of how to close. I picked up the phone. I tried it. People yelled at me. They actually cussed at me. They yelled at me, hung up on me. So I listened to trainings and I learned a skill. It was kind of like the perfect conversation opener or something like that. And it was like a really sneaky way to get people's guard down. And so I did that and it worked and it was awesome. And then they realized that I was selling them something and then they hung up on me. So it was like, then I was like, okay, well, I have to learn the next skill. So then I learned all about rapport building and how do I create rapport with people. And then I spent months and months getting good at all these strategies that have to do with closing leads. Now, rule number 1 is, it's the first rule I share with you, the first myth I kind of busted is any worthwhile pursuit is challenging and difficult. Success is about finding the simplest path. So as I was like, okay, so my second myth is success is a numbers game. I just have to talk to enough people. I'm going to go ahead and just keep buying leads and learn how to close them, and I should do great. Well, I did that for a long time. Now, here's the interesting thing that I found. I did actually close some people. I did get decent at it. I was never very good. So if you believe that you have to get really good at closing leads, I've got news for you, you don't. In fact, what I did was I was like, well, how come my upline, my sponsor, my direct sponsor in my opportunity doesn't seem like he's calling and closing leads? So I watched what he did. And here's the interesting thing. He was advertising on Google AdWords to an audience who was already in network marketing, and he was offering them leads. That's how he found me. He was saying, hey, all you need to do is join this lead opportunity. opportunity. It's a lead company where you buy leads, and it's got a compensation plan, an MLM plan attached to it. And I joined his lead program to promote my thing. And when that wasn't working for me, I was like, well, maybe I'll just join this guy since he seems to know what he's doing. So I joined in his primary business, in his network marketing business. And so he was making money from me from the leads that I was buying, and he was making money from me in the network marketing opportunity. You guys see where I'm going with this? Maybe you don't yet. But the interesting thing is while everyone else was doing what I was doing, cold calling people that were interested in a business opportunity, he got a little bit more specific, and he's like, you know what? I'm going to go after people who are interested in network marketing, and I'm going to show them how to get as many leads as they want. Do you see the difference? So the company I joined under him was a health and wellness company. And I started doing what he was doing. And I started promoting the lead business, leading with the lead business, and then back-ending people into my network marketing business. And it was so much easier. So the myth that I want to bust with you here is that success is a numbers game. You have to talk to enough people. The truth is success is about attracting the right audience. This was the biggest aha moment I had. It made all the selling and convincing and the long conversations of getting people from, yes, I'm interested in a business opportunity, to enrolling in my business, it made it completely unnecessary and obsolete. Do you guys get this? If you're getting this, drop a number 7. Thank goodness we're on 7 and not 6, because I don't want to see any 666s. So if you're getting this and and this is making sense, and it's like, oh, I just have to start with the right audience. They're already preconditioned and pre-sold on network marketing. The journey to getting them to join my business is shorter. Does that make sense to you? And is that a more qualified person? You don't have to convince them it's not a pyramid deal. You don't have to convince them that they have to go on a recruiting that being a recruiter and a sales. You don't have to convince them, because they're already preconditioned and pre-sold on network marketing as a business model.
Yeah,
this is so powerful.
TJ, I just want to let folks know, hey guys, we're going to show you how you can get a copy of this. So on your phone, this might be really tiny as TJ walks through it. We're going to show you how you're going to get a copy of it. And actually, we're going to even show you how to have somebody walk you through this personally and customize it for what you're doing. So hang tight. We're just kind of doing an overview here.
Yep. And I know it is small. I'm going to, like Ferny said, we're going to definitely talk about that. Let me try to zoom in a little bit. Oh, that's not going to work, because now I can't move around. Yeah. All right. Yeah, that's awesome. So here's the thing. This is so simple, guys. Today we have an opportunity to basically be in front of as many people as we want instantly. It's a beautiful thing. But the interesting thing that most people believe, that is really kind of another big myth, oops, I somehow got to the end here, is they believe, well, okay, I can, with the internet, just start, selling people on my deal, right? Well, that's just not how this works. That's not how this works. And what happens is you get messages like this, right? And so does it make sense that what doesn't work offline, chasing friends and family, approaching cold people, trying to close them immediately in your business, does it make sense that it would work online? Let me zoom in on that. So please stop adding me to your MLM groups. I don't want a magic drink. I don't want, that's going to make me poop my guts out. I don't want makeup. So you get stuff like this. So people are like, holy crap, well, I have the internet now. What's the problem? Is that they didn't do this step properly. So building an audience is about the right people, and then taking and sharing valuable content that's actually interesting and helpful to them. So important to get this right. And that changes the game. And here's the cool thing is you can actually intentionally find those people with targeting and get them to say, yes, I'm interested in what you have to offer. I call this an audience attraction ad, and it's super, super fast to build an audience, and it's super inexpensive. I won't go into details because we don't have time, but anyone here can start gathering an audience of people who are like-minded and already interested in your business model, right? They might be happy in another opportunity. That's totally okay. I'm going to tell you how that doesn't even matter, right? If you remember when I first got into this business and started doing it online, the way I got in was because somebody was offering me a way to get leads for my business opportunity. I ended up joining the guy who showed me how to get leads in his business opportunity. And that was happening left and right for him over and over. And I started duplicating what he did. And that's how I started getting my initial success. You can do that too, but it starts with number one, expert branded audience attraction. It's about sharing valuable content that people actually want and are interested in. And what happens is, this is really cool, is when you're sharing the right content, and it doesn't even have to be anything you create at this point. We're just talking about building an audience, attracting the audience, and sharing things and engaging with them, as simple as asking questions and getting them to comment. That's it. Anyone here can do that. If you can do that a few times a day, go ahead and drop a number 8. If you can post on social media, not selling anything, just things that you find that might be interesting to your prospects, quotes that you find, or ask questions to your prospects. Hey, has anyone had this challenge? Or would you be interested in learning more about X? Right? Can you do that a few times a day on social media? Drop an 8. We're on ocho, 8 in there if you think you can do that. That's what this step entails. It's about A, attracting the right audience, and B, sharing value with them. Super simple. And now what happens is some of those people that you're sharing with are going to do some cool things. They're going to like what you're sharing with them. They might comment. If you're sharing a video that someone else did or that you did, they might engage with that video or share it. They might message you on Facebook. This happens all the time. Or they might click through to whatever link that you put on there. And what happens is when people take actions and engage with your content that you're sharing with them, they actually self-select. And those are people that have said 2 times, yes, I'm interested. 1, when they actually joined you on social media, and 2, when they engage with your content. More or less qualified now that they've done that. Absolutely. If you type more, you're absolutely correct. So now that we've done that, the next step is to go to number 2. And it's really critical that we get this in order, because if we go right from, okay, I've got my audience, and now I'm going to go right here to pitching them on my opportunity, what happens is that you don't get anywhere. If anyone's been in this industry long enough, it's kind of like this. It's like so think of audience attraction like going to a party, and you're meeting people. You're having really superficial conversations with people, but you're meeting them. You're having a good time. Everyone else is having a good time. This next step is about inviting them to your home and getting to know them. Now, if you just met somebody at the party, does it make sense to try to close them on going to bed with you or marry you, right? It doesn't make sense. So we have to take what works offline and bring it online. And that's how come we do this in this order, because now it's time to get to know your prospects. They need to know, like, and trust you. That's what authentic influence is all about. And that's step 2. Now, if this is making sense to you, go ahead and we're on 9 now. Drop a 9 in the comments here under this Facebook.
Awesome, guys. Again, you're going to get a copy of this blueprint. There's going to be an opportunity to get a copy of this at the end, so hang tight, guys, and we're going to actually have somebody one-on-one be able to walk you through it and customize for your business. So we will give you guys the link for that and explain what you have to do very shortly.
Great. Thank you, Ferny. And so at this point, only after you've done this part, and I'm going to tell you what that part is here in just a second, as soon as I could find where I'm at here in my beautiful, very well done presentation. Okay, here we go. This is what I was looking for. Now, just to show you, I want to do something that we call compare contrast. Okay. I want to show you what most people do, and maybe you can relate to some of these things like I could. And then I'm going to show you what an attraction marketing expert does. That's so different, so fundamentally different, that changes the game. This is about mindset first. So this is the one on your left. Her name is Nellie, the Needy Networker. The one on the right is Amy, the attraction marketing expert. So let's talk about number 1 versus number 2. So Nellie, the Needy Networker, believes that her business is her network marketing opportunity, her products, and she drinks the Kool-Aid, right? She's like, my business is my network marketing opportunity. The difference between Amy, the attraction marketing expert, is she believes that she's in the business of solving people's problems. Subtle, but completely different. I'm not in the business of selling my lotion and potion. I'm in the business of finding out what your problems are and offering you the best solution for you, whether or not it's mine. Very different way to approach it, right? It's really important that we get this. So Nellie, the Needy Networker, number 2, is she's a business opportunity seeker. That's the reason she jumps from thing to thing. The problem with her last thing was because the opportunity wasn't the right opportunity. The company wasn't the right company. The comp plan wasn't right. her upline wasn't paying attention to, whatever, right? So everything is, she's a business opportunity seeker. She's jumping from thing to thing. How many of you know people that are like that? Go ahead and we'll skip 10. We'll go to 11. Type a 1-1 if you know people that are like Nelly the Needy as a networker as I go through this.
Yeah, jumping from opportunity to opportunity.
Here's the difference. So the mindset of a business opportunity seeker and the mindset of an attraction marketer are very, very different. So Amy, on the other hand, conversely, is focused on learning and developing skills. And her belief and her mindset is, my success is up to me. It has nothing to do with my compensation plan. It has nothing to do with what my upline's doing. It has nothing to do with the company. It's about me having skills. So that's Amy versus Nelly and Nelly's business opportunity. Number 3 is that Nelly believes that everyone's a prospect. Just talk to enough people, get through the no's to the yeses. And what Amy believes that's different is she focuses on attracting the right people. We talked about that previously. Number 4, Nelly, the needy networker, doesn't have skills or value. She believes that the value is in her opportunity. Amy, on the other hand, learns marketing and business skills. The value is not in my opportunity. It's in my ability to help my perfect ideal prospect. Do you see how one's less attractive and one's more attractive? If this is making sense for you, drop a 12. We're on 1-2 in there as I go through this. So 5 for Nelly the needy networker is she talks about her products and tries to directly recruit people. On the other hand, Amy fosters influence and trust by sharing value first. Nelly comes across as needy and desperate. Amy positions herself as a credible expert and consultant. Nelly focuses on tactics and is seeking the magic button, right? And the interesting thing that's different about Amy is that she focuses on the strategy of attraction marketing. Nelly, how can I make money? She's very transactional about how she can make money. She's into transactional income. Amy's all about creating assets. How do I create passive income? Different mindset. Last one, guys. Nelly thinks her time's dictated and controlled by other people's needs. It's dictated and controlled by everyone else's needs. Amy, on the other hand, uses systems to create leverage and time freedom. And that's what this is. It's about systems. Okay, does that make sense for you guys? So I'm going to give you the simple strategy of what to do to be less Nelly, more Amy. And it's this: invest in learning skills, like we're going to share with you how to do. And then share your knowledge, share your tips, share your tools, share what you're learning with your audience first. This is using what Jay Abraham, one of the smartest guys in direct response marketing, knows. He calls it the strategy of preeminence. And you're becoming an advocate for and looking out for the interest of your people, your audience that you built, right? And when you do that and you put that first and you actually care about them, then you help them get results, then they will follow you and they will be attracted to you. If this is making sense and you're getting this, we're going to start over because I don't want to go to 84 by the time we're done here. So we're going to start over. If this is making sense, if you understand the difference between Nelly, the needy networker, and Amy, the attraction marketing expert, and you see how you can intentionally become more attractive by just focusing on learning skills and sharing your value with others, drop a 1 in the comment section there before we move on to this next step.
Guys, this is pretty awesome. By the way, I forgot to tell you guys, share this live right now. Share it on your fan page, share it on your personal profile, and I will randomly pick one of the people that shared this and provide you guys a one-on-one coaching call from myself. So share it, and that will enter you into the raffle for a free coaching call.
Awesome, very cool, guys. We're coming up on we're halfway. I'm going to jam through the rest of this really quickly because we're already 30 minutes in, and I want to have some time to share some with you how you can get a copy of this blueprint. Not only that, but get a customized action plan on how do I actually take what I'm learning here and where do I focus first? Based on your journey, where you're at, we're going to give you the opportunity to get personal help from my team from our team of expert trained people who already understand this process. They will look at where you're at and what you need to focus on first, second, and third, and how to actually put this into place in your business. We'll tell you how to get that here in just a minute. But let's talk about the number 3 component here that's really, really important. It's the expert branded lead liquidation funnel. So we've got an audience of people who like, know, and trust us because we've built authentic influence with them, right? So now and only now is it okay to offer them something because you met them at a party, you invited them to your house, you had a really authentic conversation with them. They go, you know what? I think this person can help me. Then you prescribe, hey, based on where you're at, you know, this will probably help you, right? Do you see how that's not salesy? It takes the sales aspect out of it. And this is when it's appropriate to make an offer. And what's interesting is when people engage with your, what we call here in step 2, your expert branded pre-sale content. And by the way, if anyone here is freaked out about creating your own content, I have news for you. You have to learn at least one of these 2 skill sets. There's only 2 ways to do it. You have to either A, speak, or 2, write. That's it. Now, if you can speak or write, go ahead and drop a 2 in the comment section. If you can do one of those things, and if you think you can get decent at one of those things, type a number 2 in there, because that's really all this is. So content creation is, for me, I'm not, believe it or not, I'm introverted. I know I come across as excited and all that stuff, but I'm in my cave. I don't do videos like this often at all, but I know how to speak and I know how to write. My preference for me is to write something, write an email, write a blog post, write something versus get on camera. But the cool thing is you only need to do one. So if you could do one of those things, that's really all you need. Now, when you're speaking or writing to people, could be a video, could be a Facebook Live like this one. And by the way, you guys, just so you're aware of this actually in action and working right now, you're our audience. You already know who we are for the most part, unless you're somebody who came here as a result of somebody sharing with you, which is actually proof that this works because that's what we teach. And now what we're doing is we're sharing valuable content. I'm sharing with you what it takes to succeed in 2019 and beyond with attraction marketing in today's world, a modern day attraction marketing plan. If you're getting value from this, what are we on, 3 or 4?
I forgot.
Okay, well, we're going to go right to 4.
Let's go 4.
If you're getting value from this, drop a 4 in there. And because I want you to see how this works, because I'm using this right now. Okay. So you're already our audience. You know us, like us, trust us. Maybe you're seeing this for the first time. If that's the case, that's great because we're taking you through this journey very quickly. We're sharing value with you. And at the end, we might actually invite you somewhere, right? If you want to get more information, if you want to learn how to put this to use, and you might be a great prospect to work with us and you might not. Either way, you're still going to be able to get a lot of value from here, this conversation we're having right now. And also you're going to have the opportunity to have a one-on-one conversation with somebody who can help you. And there's no catches, no strings. That's it. So my goal is I'm using the strategy of preeminence. I'm creating expert branded pre-sale content with my friend Ferny here, and I'm inviting you to somewhere else. But before we go there, I want to talk about what expert branded lead liquidation is. And this is step 3 in the process. Now, what the problem is for most people is they go, great, Tim, good for you. You know how to use advertising to attract people. That's awesome. But advertising is an expense. This is the belief most people have. Advertising costs money. The fact is that you can make your advertising profitable. And the way you do that, how you do that, is with a lead liquidation funnel. Now, if you don't have a lead liquidation funnel, that's totally okay. If you don't know what it is, that's totally okay. I'm going to tell you how you can get access to one really, really quickly and really easily. But here's what I want you to understand is that advertising should never be an expense. It should always be an investment that gives you a return. That's the way advertising works for us and for our best students, is they get a return on their advertising. And here's the interesting thing. How many of you guys have heard the value, your number one asset is your list? Drop a 5 if you heard your number one asset is your list. If you're doing this right, your number one asset is actually your influence with your list. I'm just going to kind of tweak that a little bit. But how many, if you've heard that, I think we're on 5. Drop a 5 in there, or 6. Are we in 5? I don't even know. Anyway,
5.
5. Okay. So if you've heard that, drop a 5. Okay. So here's the thing that I want you to understand that changes everything is in the beginning, you're not going to be profitable in advertising. Almost nobody is. Exceptions are always there. There are people that we've taught our strategy to that get this down and get this down really quick, number 1 and number 2, and then they're profitable on advertising super quick. But for most people, it's not it's an investment in learning skills just like you go to college, but much less expensive. And you learn a lot of stuff, and you start putting these pieces in place, and all of a sudden something happens and it becomes profitable. But even before it becomes profitable, I want you to understand something that's totally game changing. The value of your list is something that starts on day one. As soon as you get your first lead, you are building an asset. Now, you can get really good at maximizing the value of that asset later. But here's what I want you to understand. For us, each lead is worth, on average, $5 per month for us. So if a lead is worth $5 per month, so every subscriber we get is worth about $5 per month for us. That's $5 per month per lead. Do the math. If you get 10,000 leads and you're really good at doing what we do, that's $50,000 a month. You guys see that? So that's what this is about. What if you get 1,000 people on your list and you get really good at this? That's $5,000 a month. 1,000 people. That's how powerful this is. So you're starting right away building that asset. As soon as you're learning advertising the way we teach it, when you follow these steps and you start getting leads, and it'll happen before you ever intentionally even want it to happen when you set this up the proper way. The interesting thing is people, once they've engaged with your content and you've got influence with them, they then become what we call your perfect pocket of prospects, or perfect pocket of people, hyper-responsive pocket of people. It's a mouthful, I know. And the cool thing is now your relationship's gone to the point where you can say, hey, here's my offer. You can make an expert solution advertisement to them, to that pocket of people, and you're going to get huge conversions of leads. And the cool thing is you're going to be able to liquidate the cost of those leads, because the money that you make from a result of taking that relationship to the next level, you're going to offset your ad costs when people invest and buy from you. This is the reason when we teach people this process that we typically don't go, okay, build an audience, create influence with that audience, and then go to your network marketing company. We don't do that because we want to be able to give you an opportunity to be able to create value or offer something of value and make money for your advertising. And then what happens when you do it this way is your advertising becomes at least break even, if not profitable. And then when people are on your list and your emails and they're following you on social media and they're engaging with you, then it becomes appropriate to ask them to look at what you have to offer. Now, the problem is, we'll talk about number 4 now. Let me just scroll down. The problem is, so expert branded enrollment funnel is what we're at. It's number 4. If you can't see this, you're going to get a copy of this here shortly. I'll tell you how to do that. But number 4 is the expert branded enrollment funnel. This is where the rubber meets the road. Most of you, when you came and became a part of our community, Elite Marketing Pro, or you're a customer of ours, or maybe you're a VIP member, or maybe you're in Fast Track, the reason you did so is because you wanted to enroll people into your business. And we want to help you do that. And we're actually changing our mentorship program to right now. We're in the middle of changing it. For 2019, we are going to help people crush it and break new pin levels, new leadership levels, and rank advance in their companies because of what we're going to be focused on. And I'm really excited about people's results because we're going to be focused hard on expert branded enrollment funnels. We figured out that there is a way to create buying conversations fast. And so the problem is with most people, and let me know, we're on number 6 now. No, let's skip 6. I don't want any 3 6s.
7.
If you've had issues where you're talking to people, maybe you get on the phone with people, maybe you meet people in person, maybe you talk to people on social media, and you're talking to them about your business. Maybe you get on a Skype call or a Zoom call or a phone call. Some people still use the phone, believe it or not. And you're talking about people, you're talking about your business, you're sharing the plan, you're going over everything, you're overcoming objections, but people aren't joining. Drop a 7 if that happens to you. I want to hear this, because some people are like, okay, they overcome some of these obstacles here of finding the right audience, or they just go to the wrong audience and start talking to them right away. So they spend a bunch of time explaining everything, wasting time talking to dozens of people, but enrolling few of them into their business. The solution to that, my friends, is simple, and it is an expert branded enrollment funnel. This sorts out all but the most serious people. It reframes this conversation. You're never selling. It reframes it from a sales call where you're convincing them to a qualification call, because you're now the attractive expert, because you've taken them through this journey before they ever got to an enrollment conversation. They're now qualifying themselves to work with you as a result of this the way you set this up. And you have to set this up in a very specific way in order for this to work. And what happens is, and Ferny, you know this because we use this as well, our top people, our top students use this as well, is 80% plus of those people that you have conversations with are joining your business, are enrolling in coaching programs, are whatever, are buying products. Because of the way we frame this and set this up, and it's so simple, it consists of 4 steps, and we can do this in a single afternoon with anyone, and it's so cool. So with that said, this is the 4 components that I wanted to talk about. And let me ask you this, we're on number 7. If you're interested in learning where you're at, based on where you're at in your journey right now, if you're interested in learning how you can actually take this, because I know you're just starting to get this. I know you understand, well, I got to attract the right audience. I have to create a relationship and report that. And some of those audience are going to interact and engage with me. They're more qualified. Then I know I have to create content, but I don't know how to create content. How do I create content that works? You follow a 4-step strategy. Can't get into it now, but you follow this 4-step strategy for creating content that gets people interested and intrigues them and gets them to take action. And then you bring them through your lead liquidation funnel. And this is making sense to you. You're starting to see how this can work and how the lead liquidation funnel makes advertising spend irrelevant because it offsets the cost and potentially even makes you profitable once you get it working right. And you understand that the value of a lead on your list per month, you build that asset right away as soon as you start doing this. And then you understand now it makes sense to introduce some of those people into my business, my network marketing business, or your direct sales company. And now is the time to get people to qualify themselves to speak to you so that you can enroll them in your business. If this is making sense to you, you want to know, how do you execute on this? How do you move forward on this? I want you to drop a 7 in the comments. And then we're going to kind of talk about what the opportunity for you to learn how to get this customized for your business here in just a second. So let's see some 7s. I'm going to take a breath. And Ferny, do you have anything you want to share?
No, man. This is awesome. Guys, if you know somebody in the network marketing space whom you think can benefit from this, tag them in the comments right now. So tag them, let them know you got to watch this. In fact, that's what you say. Tag them and use the words, you got to watch this. And awesome. I'll pick somebody random from there also and offer them a free coaching call with myself. Lori Powell, you're the winner from the last drawing. Lori Powell, send a support ticket and we'll hop on the phone and I'll help you in your business. So guys, tag somebody right now and I'll pick somebody randomly and I'll personally have a call with you and we'll have some fun. But the good news is that we're now going to actually talk about how every single person on this live can actually have a conversation about this blueprint.
Awesome. And here's what I want to promise you. What we're offering, this is very limited. We can't do this for long. We've got a number of coaches, actual coaches standing by. There's not going to be any kind of hard closing conversation. It's not going to sales. It's not disguised sales pitch. Their emphasis and focus is to spend 45 to 60 minutes with you and share with you how you can actually start using this and how you can start using it right away, what to focus on first based on where you're at in your journey, which is fantastic. And I'm sure you're going to love this conversation. You're also going to get a step-by-step action plan on how to actually implement it. And some of you, I know, will want to learn more about what we're doing so completely different here in 2019 for our mentorship students. We've already had people that have been with us for many years that are getting absolutely phenomenal results, but we're changing things again for 2019, and we're excited about sticking with this because what we found with previous students of ours is they're getting success in 1 or more of these, but the ones that have all 4 of these in place are the ones who are crushing it in record time. And now we intentionally know how to do that, and we know how to do it. We've done it multiple times, and that's what we're going to be focusing on. And what's going to change mostly for us is how we do our online advertising to make it profitable quicker, and then how do we add this enrollment funnel, this expert branded enrollment funnel in there quickly in a single afternoon. That's the stuff we're going to be focused on. And some of you might want to get mentorship from us, and that's great. We have many opportunities for you to do that, where everything from just getting one-on-one strategic coaching to actually joining us in person when we execute on this live together and actually walk you through it, which is awesome. We're having an all new type of learning intensive where we get together workshop style and we focus on one of these things like building your expert branded funnel, and we do it over 2.5 days. So that's the kind of stuff that we're doing. That's the kind of mentorship that you're going to get. And we're really excited to work with those of you who want to make 2019 your best year ever. Here's what you need to do right now. If you want to have that conversation where you can be walked through how to put this into place for you, go right now to elitemarketingpro.com/2019. That's elitemarketingpro.com/2019. Fernie will go ahead and put it in the comments for you. Yep. And what'll happen next is you'll go to a page. It will look like, let me see if I got it here. It will look like this. So let me hit the refresh. It'll look like this. You'll see a video. There's me. You'll see me on video in the weirdest, most awkward freeze frame that you've ever seen. Mm-hmm. And you'll answer a few questions so that the coach can put together your customized strategic plan on how to execute on this. They're going to gather this information from you so they know where you're at in your journey. And you're going to get on the phone with them. You're going to be able to set up a meeting with them. We do ask for a refundable deposit just to make sure you show up. Again, this is, our coaches are taking time away from what they're doing to spend it with some of you guys. And we only have a few slots. We want to make sure that when you schedule, that you're going to show up. So we're just doing what we call a real person deposit so that you can show up on the call. It's totally refundable. We'll refund it to you right after you get off the phone call where the coach teaches you how to implement this stuff. And if you want to take it, one of two things will happen. Number one is you'll say, you know what, this is great. I get it. I see how this can work for me. I'm going to go do it on my own. And if so, great. You're going to get your action plan, or you're going to get your blueprint, and you'll be able to go on your way and start implementing it. And option number two is you say, you know what, I actually want to learn more about mentorship programs. And if that's the case, well, you'll be able to learn. You just ask your coach, and the coach will explain our mentorship programs and how you can get our personal help with putting this into place in your business. And those are your two options. There's nothing going to be like no closing, no hard selling, nothing weird or awkward or anything like that, because we understand the value of this. And we know some of you really want help with putting this into place. That's it. Just have a conversation with a coach. And again, elitemarketingpro.com/2019. Yeah. Bernie, go ahead.
TJ, can you turn on your camera and then we can switch off? I want to just have a brief, short conversation. Awesome, buddy. That was freaking awesome. People are loving this. People are sharing it. Guys, what I wanted to share real quick, if you're already part of our mentorship programs, meaning if you're already in Fast Track, you don't need to fill this out. We're actually going to have a special training just for you, where we can do this type of customization for you. So that doesn't just, we want to make sure that as many people as possible that don't already work with us personally have an opportunity to actually get this done for themselves. So that's just my only comment there. So of course, if you're part of Fast Track, we will give you a copy of this as well. And so the final thing I'll say is this is about, regardless of what happens, this is going to provide tremendous value to your business. If you're already part of our community, a VIP member, or a customer, is going to provide value. If you're brand new and watching this for the first time and you barely know who we are, I think you're going to find this extremely valuable in terms of understanding the value of attraction marketing and how you can incorporate it into your business. With that said, I'm pretty much set, TJ. I think people want to go fill this out and get the blueprint. Not only get the blueprint, but have it customized for them. I
want to ask one quick thing. If you do have a question about anything we've covered thus far, can we stay on for 2 minutes? Fernie, can you get on camera too?
I'm on camera.
Oh, you are? Okay,
you cool. Just can't see me, but they can see me.
Awesome. Very cool. So if you do have any questions about anything we've covered thus far, you want clarity on anything, let's stay on for a couple seconds here. And I'm going to go ahead and look at the comments as well. And let's see here. Lots of numbers. People are putting numbers in the comments for whatever reason. This is crazy. Awesome. So here's my question for you. What about this change? Did you have any aha moments? Did you have any takeaways? Did you have anything where you realized, holy crap, this makes total sense? What was your aha moment? What did you realize about that? And also, what questions do you have? And we'll stay on here. I know there's a little bit of delay, so we can't stay on for very long, and the questions will probably start coming in right afterwards.
Yeah, and I'll say for commenting, guys, submit not only a comment, but actually tag somebody you know in network marketing that can benefit from this information. And I am about to, in about 2 minutes, I'm going to pick somebody that's going to be the winner of another coaching call with me. This is fun, giving away.
Yeah, this is awesome, man. We need to do this more often. I got to get on camera more. It's just kind of fun. Awesome. All right.
Could you add Michelle? The answer is yes. You can add your ID. But either way, if you brought somebody into our community, obviously we're going to make sure that you get the credit for the referral.
Rad. What other questions and comments do we have, Fern? I'm trying to get to the bottom. There's so many.
People are just super grateful. Looking forward to this training. This will help me too. Yay! Woo! Awesome. Love being a part of Fast Track. Yeah,
Right
we love having you a part of Fast Track.
Go ahead. Did you have something else, Fern?
No, I think that's it.
Great. I'm going to give one last call to action here, guys. I care about you getting results. I care about you leveraging this blueprint and putting it in your business. Regardless of what happens in that conversation that you have with a coach, I want you to have more clarity than you've ever had before. I want you to see the path forward for you. So I strongly urge you, while there's still an opportunity to do so, and our coaches aren't bombarded. I see apps coming in right now.
Yeah, Julie, you will benefit. You guys are all benefit. Yeah. So if you got people that you referred, don't worry about that stuff.
Yep, and the URL once again, it should be in the comments, should be in the description, but it's elitemarketingpro.com/2001-9-2019. And if you want to be a part or learn about how to be a part of what we're doing in 2019 together, that's great.
Yeah.
We'll definitely be happy to talk to you.
And someone's asking, I'm already part of Elite Marketing Pro and trying to kind of still figure things out. This actually is ideal for you. If you're already part of our community at the VIP level or annual level, this is actually going to put everything in context, and this will be an extremely valuable call for you.
Rad. Thanks, brother. Thank you, everybody. It's been a lot of fun. I hope to talk to some of you soon.
Awesome, guys. So that's a wrap. We're done. We went a little long, but I hope you guys got value. You got some context in terms of what attraction marketing is. And if you see every single digital network marketer, the people that are building their network marketing businesses online are using essentially on a fundamental level this strategy, regardless of what platform they're using, or regardless of how they're using that platform, the fundamental foundation is essentially the same. So let's have a conversation. So we have people, we have limited slots actually, so submit your applications and let's have a conversation as to how we can help you. And at the very minimum, you'll be able to walk away with a blueprint that we just showed you, and also with a worksheet that has specific things that you'll want to accomplish in 2019 for your business. Take care, everybody. Have an awesome day. Thank you so much, TJ, for sharing. That was awesome.